building up a platform where hope can be
Welcome back to the
seen.
Nikki Clarke Show. I'm your host, Nikki Clarke, and I'm so excited to be back in the studio meeting some incredible individuals who are making powerful, positive impacts in their respective communities. And today's guest, we have Dr. Karine Coen-Sanchez, an award-winning author, international scholar, consultant, and founder of a student mentorship program. She serves as co-chair of the advisory committee to address anti-Black racism for the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council of Canada. Through her research, advocacy, and leadership, Dr. Coen-Sanchez explores social consciousness, identity, belonging, power, and the transformative possibilities that emerge when individuals and communities are empowered to thrive. Welcome.
I mean, what do you want me to say?
Say, I did that. I did that.
I did that. No, the younger, that's what they do, the younger generations now.
Okay, sorry.
This is
I'm
the-
catching up.
I
Yep.
think.
Yeah, you got it. Yes.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
So, Dr. Coen-Sanchez, Karine, pleasure having you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. We met before on a panel
Yes, we did.
as alumni of the 100 Accomplished Black Canadian Women. So it's great to see you in
Insane,
person.
huh?
It's insane.
Insane.
And it's beautiful, and I love it, and it's so wonderful to have you here. So let's talk a little bit about your journey and what inspired your passion for research, education, and social change.
Okay, so we'll break it down a bit because the journey starts from, I would label it as a form of systematic awareness that came through education. And what I mean by that is when I'm in the classroom as young as 6, 7 years old and not having teachers that look like me, not being able to connect with the material, not being able to understand what's being said from a lens of lived experiences. It always seemed as if it was being imposed on me. I wasn't connecting with the material.
Right.
And if I go back, I would say it started from there because my resistance to education began there. And I've always been very aware of Black History Month because that's the way it was presented to me. It was presented as a form of deficiency, as a form of lack of, and I didn't feel that way. So there's this confusion that the system is telling me during Black History Month, we are categorized as being enslaved and we are categorized as being deficient and X, Y, and Z, but I don't feel that. So there's the disconnect when the material happens. And then when you're talking about authors, scholars, engineers, I only happen to see the prototype. So all of those factors created what influenced my journey of research, inquiring, and becoming more involved in trying to understand how can I be in a position where I can materialize information that can connect with the students.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's talk about your inspiration to become involved in addressing the anti-Black racism at a national level.
It started during my PhD, my doctoral thesis. A lot of students, we would be talking rationalized students, Black students, were not getting scholarships. Just not within the research, the ecosystem of research. There was a lack of. Then they would be the standardized approach. I would say statistically, you compose of only 2%. Therefore, of course, you're always going to be at the lower average of obtaining the scholarships. But we're not even getting to the review stage. So if we're not even getting to the review stage, I started digging even deeper to understand what are we researching that is not applicable to the individuals that are doing the reviews.
Right.
Because the language of intersectionality is a buzzword. So everybody knows it. But back 15 years, it was not a buzzword.
Okay.
So that in itself, the language that is being used a lot by Black scholars, or language that are not necessarily accessible or viewed as advocacy, rather as merit-based, or rather viewed as a form of credibility within the academia.
Right.
So the fact that it was already categorized as less of, it wasn't even valued or viewed into a way that it can be praised or given the chance of being awarded.
Right. Absolutely.
And that is a barrier.
It is a barrier, absolutely. So, as co-chair of the advisory committee to address anti-Black racism, what progress have you seen and what challenges remain?
One of the main progress during the whole totality of it was there was a recognition, there was an awareness, and there was acknowledgement that change needs to be imposed. That change came through systematically. There's been different reviewers that are going to be engaged in the reviewing process that are linked to lived experiences of the candidates.
Right.
And that would understand the language. So having more Black and rationalized scholars reviewing the candidacies of the various scholars is one of the main changes that have been exposed. But there's still barriers because there's the percentage of people being awarded is still very low.
Yes. Yes.
So that in itself has not drastically changed. But the fact that we have reviewers with knowledge base linked to the research that are being presented is increasing the chances of Black and rationalized students to receive these scholarships.
Absolutely. Why is mentorship so important, and particularly for young people from underrepresented communities?
Mentorship is what got me through my PhD. I have to honestly tell you, because I was in a situation where if I think statistically, I was one of 2 or 3 Black women in the PhD program. And the subject that I chose to study is very related to lived experiences. I had nobody that within the institution that I was studying at that would be able to provide me with the proper guidance and the tools and resources that I needed. I sought mentorship outside of the cohort that was available, and that has illuminated my progress. It has opened doors for me. Pathways is being able to connect with individuals on the basis of beyond academia, but on the basis of lived realities,
Yes.
on the exchanges that we're experiencing together. And having that connection will help you succeed and progress in the future. So mentorship is foundational
Yes.
for people's success.
Absolutely.
And I always say that you have to create space. So when you're at a certain level where you could do that, you have to be conscious that you have to create space and create openness for other people. Just because you have obtained that credibility does not mean opening space is a threat to your credibility. And that does happen often with people who progress within the scales. You have to be able to open space for other people and allow them to flourish as well, because that's the whole purpose of evolution within the human race.
Absolutely. So your work often bridges research and lived experience, as you were alluding to. Why is that connection so powerful?
I think we see it everywhere. When my latest article about neutrality and policies, who created these policies? Who determines what's neutral? Who determines what's credible? Who decides what's merit-based? I've been in boardrooms, I've been in conferences where I would bring innovative ideas, but because it came from me and it came from somebody who looks like me, it would be undermined.
Wow.
So then I started questioning, who determines what's credibility? Who decides who gets the voice in these various spaces?
Yes, yes.
Credibility and the assessment of what is determined as merit-based is something that has always been very intriguing to me. I've always said grassroots organizations, I've learned from more grassroots organizations than any doctoral or PhD professors. We need to redefine what we determine to be credible, and we need to reassess how we view leadership and what image is associated with leadership would be the approach. So when we talk about neutrality, these policies have been founded and manifested by someone.
Right.
And that seems to be omitted in the conversation.
Absolutely.
Because the people that have put in these policies put it in the interest of themselves or the population that they represent. If we don't look at the connection between lived realities and lived experiences within these organizations, we're just recycling issues over and over and over again in order to benefit the standardized norms. Until we start to deconstruct, to reconstruct what these systems and ingrained policies that are within the systems and dig deep to see exactly how these systems maintain certain prototypes, we will just, like I said earlier, recycle the same issues and it'll be just polished up a little bit better.
Right. Understood. What inspires and motivates you to continue this work?
Children. Yeah, my children.
Your children? How many children?
2,
Two? Boy, girl?
boy, girl.
Lovely. All right. Well, we're coming to the close of our
The rapid
conversation. Oh, you heard about those rapid fire questions.
Rapid
All right.
questions.
All right. And it's just one word or just a few
All right,
words.
let's do it.
Let's
I'm
do
up.
it.
Let's do it.
One word that describes your journey.
Resilience.
Compa or soca?
Compa all the way. All the way.
A book everyone should read.
Oh. The here and the now.
Lovely. Who inspires you?
My own experiences. Myself.
What does leadership mean to you?
Creating space.
Favorite place to recharge?
Meditation.
One habit that contributes to your success.
Meditation. Being able to disconnect
Yeah.
and recenter myself and align myself with my true authentic belief systems and not allowing external factors to determine my progress or influence how I view things, because the voices and the thoughts don't associate with the progress because they're from the collective, so they keep on coming, and sometimes you have to believe so much in yourself that the social factors that are surrounding you do not impact your journey. You have to really, really believe in yourself that even the thoughts that cross your mind, the doubts that cross your mind, the comments that come across you do not impact your ultimate destination.
I love it. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And for those who want to follow you, Dr. Karine, where can they go on social media?
LinkedIn, Dr. Karine Coen-Sanchez. My website, www.karineconsult.com. I also have a consultant services.
Yes.
In which that I have focused on systems, human system mediation that brings in technology and human experiences. It's a framework that I conceptualize through my experiences for providing consulting services to various businesses.
Okay. One more thing I'm going to ask you to
Yes,
do,
my dear.
because we do that on the show.
Oh, Lord.
In Creole or
En créole. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez me
French.
dire?
Say something to our audience about not giving up.
I was going to say, in créole, you want me to say it?
If you can, or
Yeah,
French.
of course. In French, l'union fait la force. That's the what's written in the Haitian flag. Union, I'll translate just in case. Union is what gives us strength. So we cannot succeed individually. I don't believe in individual success. It only can be done collectively. So there's no individual success. It's collectively based.
Absolutely. Power numbers. Dr. Karine, thank you so
you.
much. It's been a pleasure. Come back anytime.
Oh, if I'm invited, I'm here.
Okay.
Yes,
You
thank
got it.
you.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back.